I just looked him up as well. It's not the guy who voices Dandelion.
When I inherited this tasteless place from my father, I knew I could never make it into an exquisite restaurant. Instead, I accentuated the atrocity of it all, an aesthetic of a different kind. Now I even live here. To me, this complex is like a microcosm of Freeburg. But we're not here to talk about that. At school, I read a French novel whose name doesn't need mentioning, and I read many amazing things. It seems that in Paris, just before the Revolution, certain places were quite popular. People of wealth and taste visited from the city, shed their luxurious coats, peeled off their white gloves, and with the help of the local farmer, they brutally stabbed a hole in a bull and decorated themselves with the splattering blood as they prepared a large piece of meat for the fire. In the bull's suffering, these effeminate aristocrats found a perverse sort of pleasure. Now I make these pleasures available to the people of Freeburg. I will be honest with you. People who pursue such cruelty truly are crazy. But what is interesting? The best steaks are cut from the tender meat of young bulls. 11 months is just right, beautiful, healthy, full of strength. But these wealthy degenerates who pay $7,000, so our experts will show them where to plunge the blade for maximum effect. Even they don't have the spirit to slaughter the young bull. The thought never enters their minds. They look into the eyes of the healthy animal, bursting with energy, and they quickly shuffle past. As if by instinct, they are drawn to the old, weary, fading bulls. And then, with terrible smiles on their faces, they chew through tough steaks that taste of burning rubber. They feel that they're doing something real with their own hands, a sort of natural selection, as if they're agents in the natural process. But nature also teaches us that the old beast, unable to fend off any threat, might yet survive if it cowers in a dark corner and pretends it doesn't exist. Then, perhaps, the young predator will pass. Mr. Scott will drive you back. I'm late for an appointment.
He is, yeah. Very much so.
Mr. Boyd, you won't believe it, but the person I just got off the phone with was talking about you.
Seems like I'm pretty popular these days.
By the way, Mr. Boyd, I've got to ask, why $500,000?
Go fuck yourself, Troy Starr.
That's the second time we've told him that. Man. Well, we're going to lose another day because of a press conference. And yeah, it is weird that the police chief just kind of gets taken away. I think it's more just the fact that these are people he's been working with, and it's in his interest to just get in the car. Yeah, I'm unclear as well whether or not Chaffee, aka Robespierre, is saying that he personally killed these women, or he ordered them killed by the person he's now turned into the FBI. And this is supposed to be all part of the plan. He wants to be mayor, I think. God knows, though, why he's done this. Like, what exactly were these women... You know, like, what was the relation, other than the fact that, I mean, it was intimating that these were all women who were raped by the mayor. Okay, having them all killed now is supposed to serve what plan? I don't get it yet. Yeah, which still makes him reasonable to be arrested if he ordered so. That's it, yeah, I mean, basically he's guilty of murder because, you know, it's by his order as opposed to him doing it physically. You're still the murderer. You know, there's a responsibility there. Mr. Boyd, a maniac terrorized the city for 2 weeks and you did nothing. What would have happened to Freeburg if federal agents hadn't come to the rescue and arrested the dentist? Jesus, we aided their investigation, but it was theirs to do. Shut up. Now, you don't know anything, Jon Snow. Now, the situation was under control by them. We've been doing their work behind the scenes. The feds are here to sip off the cream. That's not quite what I expected him to say. His friend is the FBI agent in charge, Palmer. Okay, well, whatever. The city overflowed with panic after your press conference about the dentist. Why didn't you think more carefully about what you were going to say? I stated the facts. I'm not a journalist. I don't get paid to distort reality. Oh! Shade thrown out. After such a failure, any self-respecting officer would office holder would resign. What are your plans? Keep fighting crime, of course. The city has a lot of problems, and I'm not one to run away from a problem. There we go. That's the right answer. How do you comment on rumours about the relationship between Mayor Rogers and all 5 of the dentist's Freeburg's victims? I'm concerned. Clearly this is in the public interest to understand why. Before the law we are all equal. Even Mayor Rogers will have to check this information. I'm coming for you, Mayor. I mean, even if Robespierre is a murderer and a bad guy, I still want to take the mayor down because he's just an arsehole. Yeah, rip that mayor, yeah. Police investigating relationship between Mayor Rogers and dentist. Convicted serial killer Albert Ramirez sues the city. Famous DJs play roof of Atticus Tower. Cool. Okay, I wonder why there's always a question mark on the police station. Yeah, that's it. There's always coffee stains as well on all the papers. It's like he does it on purpose. Maybe they come pre-stained. Maybe, you know, at the actual printing press area, the guy there who works there just keeps putting his coffee mug on top of the stacks, and I keep getting the stained ones. Who knows? Yeah, we're on Shift B again, so we've lost a day again to that cutscene. Because I want Shift A to investigate. Why does it do this every time I have an investigation transition where I'm like, okay, Shift A needs to do the next major investigation into the mob? I was like, no. Oh, damn, though, we got paid. And we got a shit salary. But we got another officer, which we can now hire. Oh, the guy's name is Donut. You're hired. Oh, yeah. I might as well hire him. In fact, what's the Shift A's talent spread like? Shift B kind of has a bit more talent than Shift A. He looks a bit old, but his name's Donut. We've got to hire him. Come on. He looks tasty. Yeah, he is old, but he's tasty. He's a donut. We all know donuts belong at the police station. Breaking and entering suburb. So that got a little bit creepy then. You're at half of what you need, and we're halfway through as well. Hey, we're doing good. Would have been more if it weren't for that bullshit investigation by the mayor. Hello, is this the police? It's Dolores Park. Someone's in my house. I hear footsteps coming from downstairs. My husband is on a business trip and won't be home for another hour. Please come right now. I know it must be some terrorist who's going to rob and rape me. I've locked myself in my room, but a door won't stop this beast. Yancy, go help that woman. Could still be a B&E. So these gangs, I want to do this investigation. Do we send Shift B on this then? I guess we will. I don't want to delay this any longer. The longer we delay it, the harder it's going to be to get all of them. So Armstrong, you've earned yourself another case. Take the whole damn crew with you, including Vladimir Putin there. Yeah, we do need Beasley on it, but I was hoping to do that, and then it decided to skip a day for me, so... Okay, we sold the automatic weapons. He does look like Putin, doesn't he? Yeah. So weird, like... Oh my god. Send the Russian Terminator after them. A crowd has gathered on the steps of the City Hall, demanding that city officials legalize euthanasia. The protesters are chanting, "My life, my death, my choice." City Hall employees report that people brought homemade signs and the protest is proceeding peacefully. Well, in that case, we will just send a couple of officers. We don't need the paddy wagon. It's fine. Best agent you can have. He has his own agents. Yeah, exactly. So this detective comes with the KGB behind him. Oh, sorry, the FSB now. That's what they call it. False alarm. Mr. Parks returned from his business trip an hour early. It was he who was making noise in the house. Well, didn't he announce himself when he came in? "Honey, I'm home." You know, not just walk in and just creep around the house for a little bit. That's a bit weird. Okay, Martin Sands is a lieutenant in the Sands Mafia. He manages the network of bookies and enjoys personally collecting the especially large debts, even though he's repeatedly been instructed by the family boss not to meddle in such affairs. Ooh, brings too much heat, does it? So there was this. We can try and pin extortion and assault on him. Martin Sand extorted some money from Jake Pritchard, a big-time loser at the races. Okay, so the vehicles. Martin Sand hates automobiles and travels everywhere in his favourite horse, Snow White. Martin Sand never leaves the house without a gun, but he rarely uses it. He prefers to beat debtors with a large whip, kinky, and finishes his victims with a shank. Not so kinky, kind of stabby. Martin Sand wears cowboy boots and spurs, extra kinky. The debtor, Jake Pritchett, a widower, lost a large sum of money at the races, hasn't been able to pay. He lives alone in the suburbs. The neighbours hear the sounds of breaking glass and men yelling, "Pay up or die!" Okay. Well, crack on with that then. Unlawful assembly. They didn't need to escape, we just needed to send people. What is this? Librarian Rolando Boone reported that a young man came in looking for books on chemistry and monographs on explosive substances. Oh, the publications on extreme topics. Many of these books he requested are prohibited. The guy looked scary. His eyes made my blood run cold. So a dark sheriff dude. Send these two. Sean Cottrell Office Building. Chief Boyd, I represent the interests of a private military corporation which is hoping to attract significant investments from your city. We are preparing an investor presentation. We'd like to demonstrate the inadequacy of police training. It matters for public safety. Yeah, please understand this is just business and we can all win here. Give us a couple of hours and your weakest and laziest guys and my kids will look like gladiators next to them. I promise you the company will remain in your debt. I really hope this could go two ways, because I could send the hero cop Yancey and like Trebor or something out there. And maybe they make fools of them, but then we don't get paid. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not humiliating my officers like that. That Sans Martin, you mean? Oh, right, okay, I wondered who you meant. Yeah, he is. He's kind of a weird... yeah, that's actually kind of a thing. Maybe he's going for that, like a sheriff image or something. Or a cowboy theme. With the whip, like the bullwhip. He must love westerns. As soon as the suspect sees the police, he pulls a huge knife from his bag and rushes towards the librarian, shouting, "You called the pigs?" "Stop yelling, it's a library." Shh. Attack him with a nightstick. You can shoot the dude. He's threatening a civilian. And he got away. Maybe we could have some kind of private military contractor to help with security in the city. Desire Park suspicious individuals. Parishioner Mana Bush, while she was on her way to church, encountered a group of incredibly strange teenagers. How do you describe them as strange? They were running around in weird costumes, fighting with sticks and talking like robots. Maybe these crazy kids escaped from a mental hospital. Better catch them and send them back. No, it's called LARPing. but I will send people anyway because it's kind of public disorder, running around in the public park and doing that kind of stuff. Yeah. Are cops getting invincible once they reach 1K professionalism? Oh, I hope so. Yancey's on his way there. He's going for it.
1210 complete.
What you get? Members of a science fiction club were having fun at the park. There we go, LARPers. Nothing wrong with that. They all good.
410B in progress.
Homicide. Gladys Shell was enraged by some comment about her colleague Matthew Tolan made, so she grabbed a stapler and began to beat him over the head with it. Wow. Then Miss Shell yelled loudly and lashed out at a secretary. She's having a nervous breakdown. Please hurry. And the suspect's boss said the suspect's boss who phoned it in. Okay. Purdy, this is your chance to redeem yourself. Take Shavers with you. Take Gist with you. We don't really need a SWAT team to take someone down with a stapler.
1111A in progress. 910B in progress.
I mean, what need do you have on military units? You have SWAT. That's true, yeah, we got SWAT. An anonymous tip just came in. A large shipment of Colombian coffee is being unloaded. Yeah, Colombian coffee. They're shipping heroin inside the bags of beans. There's only a few guards watching them. Unload the shipment. So if the police roll up, they might just give up without a fight. SWAT. Yeah, different kind of SWAT. Yeah. How are you, the Holy Bow? Good to see you. Alright, Yancey, you go... Actually, what was the other... That's drug trafficking. Okay, that's happening now. And a robbery by the fountains. The elderly Cornelia Davis called up in a fit of hysterics. Come over quick, I've been robbed. This little bastard stole a treasure. It'll be like a raccoon or something, or a squirrel just stole something. Like, grabbed something. Okay. I'll deal with her in a moment. Let's do the drug trafficking. Yancey, we will send SWAT just in case, because drug dealers, you know, Wuggles as well. Special weirdos out of tactics.
Looks like we have a situation here.
Oh my god. She's got 2 staplers. We should have sent SWAT. The woman grabbed a second stapler in her hand. These staplers look like deadly weapons, but they're not. It's no more a deadly weapon than this mouse, okay? They're just not. Deal the woman a solid blow to the jaw. Now, that's rude. Look into her bloodshot eyes and try to calm her down. I'll grab the woman's hands. No, I'm not getting stapled. Try to calm... Jesus Christ, she killed the officer with a stapler. Who is this, John Wick's wife? What in the hell? How, with 2 other officers, does she kill one of them with a stapler? That is just ridiculous. I mean, if this guy could be killed by a stapler... Holy God.
212 in progress.
Okay, we've got some calls, but I don't have people to send. A respectable sounding man with a sleepy voice called in, complaining that fireworks are being set off right in front of his house. They look like bums, but they have huge bags filled with all sorts of firecrackers. Okay, they're probably hippies. Destruction of property down at the farm. Patricia Buckler says 10 or so people came onto her farm with strange equipment. They wandered around with their gear for a while, stopped and began to dig a huge pit. Her husband didn't approve of people rummaging around on his property. Well, yeah. But his attempt to investigate ended in a fight. The farmer was badly beaten. Never underestimate a woman. Yeah. With a stapler, no less. We're going to have to send Mixon to this one. I've only got 2 people to send and I can't send that many. Oh my god. Oh my god, I don't know which to do. Noise complaint. I mean, I guess I might as well do this since I can't do the other one. There's not enough people available to send out to the farm. Cornelia Davis was quarrelling with the mother of a little boy who climbed onto the fountain and took a few coins. I made a wish and your little bastard stole it. Yeah. No, you never saw that scene in the Goonies, okay, where they're like in the base of the wishing well and they start filling their pockets and it's like, don't take those are people's wishes. So I learned a valuable lesson that day when I watched that as a kid. Where's Yancey at? I know, right? Where is he when we need him the most? Okay. Well, we don't have a specific like rundown of events here, do we? All we know is he has a horse which he calls Snow White. I doubt very much the horse is chestnut coloured then in that case. So here we have the debtor. We got cowboy boots. We got him opening the door. Doesn't look like any kind of... I mean, look, there's a broken window, though. So look, maybe he opened the door after they throw a brick in through the window. And then there's him getting stomped on. Don't think that'd be the right horse. Snow White had black hair. That doesn't mean the horse is white. That's a good point, actually, yeah. We'll see what other images... We aren't going enough to close the case anyway yet, so we should just wait and see what we get. Cocaine. Sell that shit.
We've got a situation
So the
here.
noise complaint in the suburbs. There are 3 drunken men on the streets lighting fireworks and throwing them about. When they see the police, one of them pulls out a firework and what looks like a lot like dynamite and sets the fire to the fuse. What? It probably is dynamite, knowing this game. You're using the Sands to make money for you, or is it a general mafia? Yeah, it's the Sands. I've been working with the Sands, and now I'm taking the Sand Gang down in the meantime. Because I made a bad choice. I don't need them forever. And I'm selling cocaine through them in the meantime. Oh yeah. Yeah. Take what you can get, is what I believe in. So dive at the man and try to grab the explosives. Cool firecracker. I've never seen one of those before. Or aim at the man with a taser. It's like, dude, the man throws the explosive to one of his friends. The wick has burned halfway down. Yeah, run away! Taser the man with the explosive and quell the fuse. There you go. Can't believe that actually worked. I half expected to see like a tiny explosion right here on the map, like boom. That would have been funny. And not at the same time. My goodness. Seriously. Killed by a stapler, of all things. How embarrassing. Disabled Society demands increased benefits. Modern Art Gallery opens modern painting course, and bride suffers happiness heart attack at City Registry Office? What? Is that a thing that can happen? Hey, Sarkazian, how's it going? Nice to see you. Is that a thing that can happen? Damn. You're late today? Oh, that's fine, don't worry about it. Just happy you're here. Probably BFT. What is BFT? I'm terrible with acronyms, so... Oh my god! We hired Donut to replace the guy we fired for coming in drunk on his first day, and he comes in drunk on his first day. Blunt force trauma. Ah, yeah. He needs some blunt force trauma. Jesus. I'm not hiring any more old people. Can he go home? Well, he has to do. He's drunk. We'll decide if we fire him later. I can't believe this. What is this RNG bullshit? Everything's good? Awesome, I'm glad to hear it. Like, seriously though, what is this RNG bullshit? We fired a guy on his first day for coming in drunk and hired Donut to replace him, and then he comes in first day drunk. What is this? What is this? Well, hey, one of the good things about Just Dying, it was only like, it was an under 200 professionalism officer, so we can actually get Sasha Strong in here. Oh god, which shift was he on again now? It was shift B, wasn't it? Yeah. So we've actually traded up when Just died. So we gotta look on the bright side, right? Problem is, if we fire Donut for this, I'm gonna trade down. Oh my god. Can we get another favourite City Hall? No, not yet.
710
Nuts.
in progress.
I'm still thinking about whether or not I fire Donut. Can't believe we've got a cop with the last name Donut, but we have to fire him for being drunk. Two garbage men were emptying some cans near a bus stop. A drunk man came past, and though he made fun of them, he tried to make them fight him, so the garbage men got angry, stuffed him in a can and threw him into the garbage truck and continued on their route. That's not cool. That is just not cool. Robbins, go deal with that. Pull that guy out of the trash. Gotta say, for that poor drunk guy, it's gotta be a rubbish start to the day. No.
412 in progress.
There you go, go laugh.
Looks like we have a
Yes.
situation here.
The police catch up with the garbage truck and pulled it over. Two men in overalls are laughing in the cab. Oh my god. Yeah, and then I get a blank stare from the wife, like... No. Yeah, guys, joke's over, release the hostage. You can literally see his leg hanging out. The drunk man gets out of the garbage truck, shakes off the dirt and attacks the police. And here's the real beast, scavengers, bastards. You're the worst of all, filling your bellies at our expense. You should all die. Throw him back in the garbage truck like, oh no, this one belongs in the trash, sorry. I'm tempted. I'm so tempted. Throw him back in. No, I think we should just cuff him.
710
Dude, seriously, yeah, you were a victim here, and we should probably arrest the garbage truck drivers as well. Or at the very least, they get reported to the city and, you know, have to find new work. But, yeah. Two old men were sitting in the park bench playing chess. Suddenly one of them dashed the pieces off the board. Oh, it's on. Grabbed it and started beating his opponent over the head with it. The eyewitness who called it in was quite agitated. Hurry, the old man's whole head is covered in blood. Yeah, Roy, you go deal with that and take Murata with you. Imagine doing that and the garbage men were like, yep, we're going to unload some cargo. An assignment from Sant. Okay, we need to not forget about this. This is actually not a bad... 1,500, that's not bad. 1850 at the Sugar Dream Confectionery. We need to not interfere. You guys have to remind me.
412A.
I'm allowed to forget these things, but you guys aren't.
1010A in progress.
Bomb threat. An elderly employee at Scissor's Sister, an office supply store, reported that a courier brought in a suspicious parcel. It's all staplers covered in blood. The return address is smeared with ketchup or blood. Oh my god. Nobody else can hear it, but I swear I can hear something ticking inside. Robbins, Klausner, and Iwase, you guys go deal with that. Forget what? What? What are you on about? Forget what? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm confused. Did we forget something already? I'm sure it'll be fine. It was probably not important.